Hi everyone, my name is Mari and I live in Austin, Texas in the United States. So Austin is located in central Texas and it has warm weather here pretty much year-round. Austin is the state capital of Texas and it's the 11th most populated state in the United States. Residents of Austin are known as Austinites. The city's official slogan promotes Austin as the live music capital of the world. But in recent years, some Austinites have adopted the unofficial slogan, "Keep Austin Weird," which refers to the desire to protect small, unique, and local businesses from becoming overrun of large corporation. And I think that term basically sums up the vibe down here in Austin. Alright, so day one of the itinerary, I want to start out with one of my all-time favorite activities to do here in Austin, Texas, mostly just because I love swimming, the water, and being outdoors, and that's stand-up paddleboarding on our iconic Lady Bird Lake, formerly called Town Lake. So what I suggest you do is rent a paddleboard at one of Austin's many boat rental places along Lady Bird Lake. The one that I always go to is called Texas Rowing Center. It costs about $20 for a paddleboard, and it gives you amazing views of the city and also amazing views of really, really nice homes up and down Lady Bird. And this usually takes me about 2 hours, but you can stay out as long of a time or as short as you want. And don't be scared of the paddleboards if you've never done the one before. They're incredibly easy and there's no waves in the water, so it's going to be very easy for you to stand up on the paddleboards. And I just want to clarify what a food truck pod is. It's basically where you have, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 food trucks, and they're all forming a circle, making a pod, and they're usually permanent, meaning they can move, but they usually always stay in the same location, so people who love that specific food truck know where to come back and find it. And those are iconic in Austin. So after that, I recommend that you go have drinks on Rainy Street in the evening. If you haven't heard of Rainy Street, it's definitely a unique bar scene and nightlife street. Go get my favorite bagels, breakfast sandwiches, and lattes in town at Wham Bam Bagels. It's a bright pink food truck right off of South Congress Avenue, so you won't miss it. But make sure you get there early because the lines can get pretty long, and if you wait until noon or after, they might have run out of a lot of the bagels there. So make sure you get there early. The oat milk latte is totally worth it there. Alright, next up, you're going to explore Lady B. Johnson Garden. So you can spend the afternoon exploring and taking in the beauty at Lady B. Johnson's Wildflower Center. So next up, you gotta get ready to get your drink on again because you're gonna wanna go to happy hour on 6th Street. So on day 4 of your trip itinerary, I think you're gonna wanna start out the day by visiting another beautiful garden. It's called Zilker Botanical Garden. Breathtaking, beautiful, and worth the small commission fee to get in. So right after that, you're gonna go swimming at Barton Springs. This is definitely a big iconic place in Austin as well. Next up, for your day, you can do some line dancing at the Broken Spoke. But listen up, even if you don't dance, you'll still have a great time here. So Franklin's Barbecue is what lots of Austinites will call the best barbecue spot in Austin. And of course, if you're in Texas, you need to eat some good Texas barbecue. But it will all be worth it. Franklin's, like I said, is known as the best barbecue in town. But don't let the word hike fool you. It should take about 10 minutes to get to the top. But it is climbing stairs the whole way up. Alright, next up, you're going to go for some live music and a beer at Rodeo. Outside at Radio, you can sit on their trendy patio and listen to a live band. After your hike at McKinney Falls State Park, you're going to want to head over to Torchy's Tacos. Alright, last but not least, you're going to want to definitely watch the largest bat colony in North America. Mexican free-tail bats arrive in central Texas in the early spring, and they hang around until the first cold front in late October to mid-November. Another way to see the bats and the city is to take a boat ride on Lady Bird Lake, and they all fly out from under the bridge at dusk. So that's why I put this one in the evening. Alright, so honestly, I can go on and on with this list forever because there are so many, just endless things to do here in Austin, Texas, but these are just my favorites. I'm Mari, and this is my city report from Austin, USA.